Hi, let's talk about risk and business risk. And I know I have talked about it a number of times, but it's so important because when you have formed your vision and your mission, and you understand your business model, meaning you understand where money will come from, you must then begin to think, not worry, but think. What can go wrong? I've defined where money is coming from. I'm probably operating something that I'm targeting consumers directly. I'm a business giving to consumers, that's a B2C. Or I'm targeting businesses buying from me. I'm a business giving to businesses, so that's a B2B. Or I'm a business giving to government, and that's a B2G. Or whatever it is, what model you have your business model clear to you. Now, what can go wrong? Is it possible that you've carved out a niche and you have 10 great clients, and each of those clients is contributing 10 million to your annual revenue, and you have 100 million? Next year, you now say, I want to do 15 great clients so that each one is still doing 10 million and you have 150 million. If that is the goal, what can go wrong with that plan? One thing that could go wrong is that your existing 10 clients, something might happen that 3 of them are wiped out of business, so you need to double up your effort to acquire 8 and not 5. Or you need to grow the 10 million that your existing clients are doing with you to probably 12 or 15 million. So you plan for a market risk. You can say to yourself, oh, my product may become obsolete, and therefore they would go for newer, fresher products. And therefore, I need to ensure that I have newer, fresher products so they don't go elsewhere. And therefore, I need to understand my market needs. So, market risk is a big deal, and some of us don't even know it's actually a risk factor, and we plan for it. Another risk is you could encounter a reputational damage. Someone might carry out a demarketing against you, and you need to be ready with your own storyline to counter it. Several startups in our entrepreneurial ecosystem have faced big giants that have addressed their in-house matters out in public in a manner and a time that they were not prepared for, and they ran into a lot of issues. Some of their investors did not back them, were not taking their calls, and so on. It can happen to you as well. What would you do in that case? Be ready and have a disaster recovery plan for reputational damage. Another thing could be you could lose your key staff, and they're called strategic assets for a reason. And if you lose them, do you have bench strength that enables you to rapidly restore your operations and do well or even do better? Bench strength is a risk mitigation strategy, but the risk here, the risk factor, is people. So many people are leaving due to migration. Are you ready for that to hit your business? Another factor to look is you yourself. Key man risk. I met up with a close family member recently, and he had just gone through a health issue. I was bouncing back. I was beginning to take meetings, and he said he's so glad that this thing that happened at that time, not when he's about to close deals and now needs to implement, and then he takes ill and cannot enjoy the fruit of his labor. Some of us need to take out health insurance to enable us remain healthy or be healthy and be able to bounce back quickly if a health incident happens. Do you have key man risk thoughts and plans, and have you done anything to ensure business continuity if you were hit by a bus? These are various risk factors that you must consider. I could talk about financial risk, legal risk, I could talk about regulatory risk, and so on. But you must be prepared to handle your risk, first of all, thinking through, qualifying them whether they are likely to happen, and then if they happen, whether the damage would be low or high, and then put in place a mitigation plan for all the risks that you anticipate.